How's everyone doing? It's Halloween time, and I absolutely love Halloween. It brings me back to my childhood memories of trick-or-treating, haunted houses, costume parties, and of course, scary movies. And I absolutely love scary movies, and especially horror movies in general, but what better time to watch scary movies than around Halloween? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what movie scared me the most, and I want to know what movie scared you the most as well. Leave me a comment down below. Now, the runner-up for the movie that scared me the most was The Exorcist, and I expect this movie is going to be on a lot of people's list, and for good reason. I saw this movie for the first time when I was a little kid, and it completely freaked me out for a long time after that. And that spider walk scene definitely creeped me out. That's just so unnatural. Who does that? The Exorcist is an all-time classic, and it definitely scared the heck out of me when I was younger. Now, the #1 movie that scared me the most isn't your typical horror movie that you would expect. It's Fire in the Sky, which is an alien abduction movie, and I saw it for the first time when I was 14, and it freaked me out. I wasn't able to watch it again up until just a couple of years ago. It was the first time I was actually brave enough to watch it again. That movie just haunted me for a long time. It's a movie that I will never forget. And Fire in the Sky stars D.B. Sweeney, James Garner, Craig Sheffer, Robert Patrick, Peter Berg. Just a fantastic cast and an incredibly atmospheric and creepy movie. Some of the scenes that really stand out for me in Fire in the Sky were the scenes where D.B. Sweeney's on the alien ship and he's being dragged through the ship and then thrown on the operating table and operated on. And then when you see the aliens, just incredibly creepy. So Fire in the Sky was the #1 movie that scared me the most. Now let's hear from some of my friends and see what movies scared them the most.
A horror film that terrified me when I was a kid was Child's Play. Now that's a movie about a doll that comes to life and kills people through the magic of voodoo. To this day, I still won't fuck with a My Buddy, or a Cabbage Patch Kid, or even a regular kid. Actually, I'm more scared of having a kid than them killing me, but it's still, the fear is there, and I think the movie has something to do with it.
The movie that scared me most has to be Candyman. Clive Barker is an absolute genius. Tony Todd is unbeatable as Candyman. Between the bees and the very scary real-world setting of the Project Cabrini Green, absolutely terrifying. The Philip Glass score gets to me every single time I press play. Not to mention I saw it in my dad's old school 70s kind of shaggin' wagon van with mirrored ceilings at the drive-in. Looking up after seeing that movie, trying not to say Candyman, utterly terrifying.
And the movie that has scared me the most is The Exorcist. And in general, anything that involves
demonic possession
scares the crap out of me. And secondly, the amazing special effects makeup job that Dick Smith did.
Growing up, I saw a lot of scary movies that would freak me out, mainly because of the imagery or just the jump scares that were in there, but I felt that the ones that were the scariest were the ones that ruined certain aspects of your daily life, like Psycho, which ruined the way you take showers, or Child's Play, which didn't want you to buy a doll ever again, but more so, the one that freaked me out was Jeepers Creepers. Not that it's the scariest movie, but as a child, I went on a lot of road trips, and when the music would glitch, I would think that I was about to get attacked from the roof and we were all gonna die, so nonetheless, that movie scared me for miles.
The movie that scared me the most isn't one that anybody would typically think of, and that's The Strangers. The main reason being is that these people are just terrorizing this couple in his house for no reason. I mean, they're just doing it because they're home. And that's something that could easily happen to anybody in real life. And that's, to me, that's scarier than any other monster movie or slasher film that I've ever seen. Well, except all the creatures from The Thing. Those are scary as shit.
1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. The original was George A. Romero, The Man is a Master. But that movie, especially when, you know, when Barbara got into the house and the hand crawled off the balcony and down onto her shoulder, just freaked me the fuck out, man. Okay. I didn't do that one. What? Who turned off the lights? Oh no. No. Oh God. The brightest day, in the blackest night, no evil should escape my...
What movie has scared me most when I was a kid? Hands down, it was Child's Play. That Chucky doll scared me to bits. I owned a Kid Sister doll, and that's like the girl version of the good guy doll, and that freaked me out.
I'm gonna go with The Exorcist. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna go with that, but absolutely terrifying. that movie is probably possessed, I'm pretty sure. So.
Definitely scary. I'd have to say that it was Nightmare on Elm Street, because like that dude is just, I saw when I was a kid, he haunted my dreams literally, and Freddy is the man to this day. So like that is the movie both of us feel like scared us the most.
Hi guys, Spooky Astronauts here. The movie that scared me the most has to be hands down Martyrs. Terrifying. Terrifying is the moment when that woman who's got like that plate, that metal plate on her, and she's just, her blood is just ripping down and she's crawling along the bathroom floor or whatever the hell it is. Oh my god, I can't even live. That is so terrifying and has kept me up so many nights, and I'm actually really scared because I'm home alone right now.
Hi and happy Halloween, everybody. The movie that scared me the most was Stephen King's Pet Sematary. When I was 12 years old, I had a friend who was unusual tall, and he could rent all the cool horror movies. And yeah, so we rented Pet Sematary, and wow, that movie is atmospheric, it holds up today, and it's pretty scary. And let me say this, Zelda still creeps me out.
One of the movies that definitely has scared me the most is The Grudge. This movie freaks me out. I don't know why. I don't get scared a lot in movies, but there's something about Asian horror in general. Just the unnatural movement of the girl in this and the crazy cat noises that the kids make. I remember coming home from the movie theater after seeing this with my best friend, turning all the lights on in my house and waking up my wife like a little kid. So yeah, The Grudge definitely freaks me out.
The biggest fear of my life has been rats. Especially giant rats. And it all started with this film here, Food of the Gods. When I was 5 years old, my brother and I watched this movie when it came on TV. I have been deathly afraid of rats ever since. So yeah, this is the scariest movie that I ever remember.
Stephen King's Salem's Lot. Now, bearing in mind, I must have been about 6 years old at the time, and I could never, we watched it, I've got older sisters and they kind of subjected me to it, and we watched it about 5 or 6 times, and all I remember of it was this, my fingers. I could not get through a whole sitting. So when I was younger, the film that scared me the most was Stephen King's Salem's Lot.
The movie that scared me a lot when I was growing up was John Carpenter's 1978 classic Halloween. Just the whole atmosphere around the film. I just really enjoyed it, especially with the time of year, you know, Halloween, my favorite holiday. Plus, I really feel like Michael Myers is really the only true slasher character that I can see existing in real life.
The movie that really scared me when I was younger would have to be Signs. There are a lot of creepy scenes in there, like when they spot the alien on the roof, and at the birthday party when the alien walks across. Really scared me as a kid.
Number one movie that scared me the most was, and I guess still is, Jaws. For a long time I thought all sharks were that big, but I'm pretty sure there are some sharks that are that big. But anyways, I pretty much stay away from the water now because Jaws scarred me for life.
A movie that really scared me when I was a little kid and still scares me today is the original A Nightmare on Elm Street, which, in my opinion, really is a really freaking creepy movie. And one of the things that really is so creepy about that movie is just the whole idea that your dreams could actually kill you.
Oh, you startled me, but since you got me, I just want to let you know my favorite personal horror movie that affected me, and that is the original Alien film. Why? Because it's beautiful and brilliant and terrifyingly scary, and an alien constantly watching you. Holy crap, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
Hey guys, it's your Princess of Darkness here, Ashley. This all stems back to my childhood. My favorite aunt would take me to a small video store in our town. And one weekend, I remember we found an unusual video box. And I'll try to insert a picture of it right here. It's about these children in a small rural town. They essentially go missing and later begin to kill adults, like their parents and things. And you later find out they become part of this cannibalistic cult. Yeah, they live in the woods and they just kill and eat people. Cannibalism, that's what disturbs me the most. I mean, child cannibals that kill their parents. Disturbing as fuck.
The horror movie that scared me the most as a child has got to be A Child's Play.
If anyone even mentioned the name Chucky, I used to cry my eyes out.
The movie that scared me the most when I was a kid would be The Blair Witch Project, because it was the first found footage style movie I ever seen, and I thought the whole thing was real. The part that scared me was when the film crew was inside their tent and they start hearing like these kids' voices like around, and then all of a sudden like the tent starts shaking and they start running out. It's just the creepiest thing, man.
The Shining. Those fucking Shining twins. Yeah, they scared me the most. And every time when I see them, I get shivers all over my spine. And of course also the old lady in the bathtub. I mean, I've seen this film when I was 12, I guess. And every time I have to go to the bathroom, I was afraid I wouldn't go in the bathtub for almost 2 weeks.
The film that scared me the most, that's going to be Jaws. Why? It's a shark, man. It's a real thing that can kill you while you're swimming at the beach. I mean, fall out of a boat, next you know your arm's gone. You're like, oh fuck! My brain decided that the deep end of the pool, that's where the shark could be. So I'm swimming, and if I can't see far enough in the pool, my brain would panic and be like, nope, we're gonna go over here to where we can't see the deep end of the pool.
This year I'm going with The Exorcist. I'm just really not into those kind of movies where it could be possibly based off of paranormal or you know, possessions or something like that. It freaks me the hell out. Excuse me. So I know things like that aren't real, but when I hear that things are based off of true events, it really freaks the hell out of me, and that is why The Exorcist is my choice for this year.
I would say the scariest movie of all time for me has to be Nightmare on Elm Street, only because the premise of this finger-bladed maniac waiting for you when you slept really scared the crap out of me. So yeah, that's the scariest movie of all time. Thanks a lot, and back to you.
Those were some great scary movie choices, and I want to say thank you to everybody who was a part of this. You all rock. Definitely go check out their channels. I'll put the links down below in order of appearance. Check them out and subscribe. And let me know what movie scared you the most as well. Leave me a comment down below. Hope everyone's doing well, and have a happy Halloween, and go watch some scary movies.